guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back to the channel, you guys. We are back
with another video.
Beep, 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 beep. Like,
What?
That was weird.
Why? Welcome back, guys. Today's a Monday and we are going back to our
roots.
We are going to do a chat room video. It's been a while, right?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Actually, no, we did like 2 weeks back.
Really?
We did like a chat roomish.
Why does it not feel like a chat room? Because I feel like I haven't done chat room in like 2 months. But anyway, we see we have new subscribers. Welcome to the family. Thank you guys for joining us and for clicking the subscribers button. Please invite your friends and your boyfriends and your husbands and wives
and your sides
and whoever.
Whatever is whatever. If you who am I to judge? Live your life.
Guys, please invite anyone to subscribe to our page, and to the people who are just watching and have not subscribed. We don't know what you're waiting for, but one day is one day.
Sure.
Anyways.
Hopefully this video will be the one that makes you click.
Yeah, let's hope so. Yeah. As we said, we're doing a chat room, so we are changing it a bit.
Yeah,
slightly.
Like we are.
So we're gonna explain
changing the format a little bit. So what we're gonna do is basically, it's more of a reaction to a video. But also the reaction is not like like we're not doing that. We're still having a discussion, a conversation that we hope you will join us to in the comment section as well. Today we're watching Blue Therapy. We're gonna have the link to the original video in the description. It's Blue Therapy. It's the first episode. We are looking at a specific couple. It's 2 couples within the episode. I forgot the names of the couple, but we're gonna have it in the name or title of the video. So we're looking at specifically one couple, and then we can come back and look at the other couple. But specifically episode 1, link in the description below for the original video. And yeah, I guess we're on it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be going through the whole thing. We're gonna stop where we stop. And yeah, so either one of us can stop where they want to stop.
Yeah.
Either one of us can stop where they want to stop. So we're gonna be watching and going through it with you guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm on my way for this social experiment. I'm quite excited. I'm happy that Jamel used his initiative and wants us to be part of this. There's a few things that I do want to get off my chest, so it will be nice to speak to Jamel, speak to the therapist, and I'm excited. I don't actually understand how Jamel is late. He's the one that has brought me to this whole thing, and you're late. I'm sitting here, I don't know the lady, I look very stupid, and Jamel is late. Here he is.
Sound mate.
Is the traffic bad?
Wow.
Wait, okay, no. They just asked him about traffic.
That is an entrance.
They just asked him about, I want to get this fast first.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, you're here now, so that's all that matters. Can I just start?
Okay.
First of all, this guy doesn't look like he's the one who wanted to come here, because like, what?
Okay, first impression. Guy is asking for them to go on therapy or counseling or whatever, right? I don't know the difference between the words. That's bad reflection on me. But yeah, I don't know the difference between the words. So the guy, as far as I can gather, is the one who said, let's go to the thing. The girl arrives first, and it seems like she's been waiting for some time. And then when the guy eventually comes through, he's like,
yo, what's up? I'm late, so what?
He's like, sorry, I'm late. And they, like the therapist literally offers him a helping hand.
Excuse
like,
me.
how is therapy? He's like, no, it's fine. My God.
So much for someone who wanted to go to therapy.
Okay, enough about the guy. What do you think about the girl? First impression.
I haven't gotten anything.
There's nothing.
I haven't gotten anything really. Let's see where it goes.
Anyway, let's go.
By asking you, what brought you here, and how long have you been together? Should I take that?
No, ladies first.
We've actually been together for a year. I met Jamel at one of his fitness events. So what's your goal coming to therapy?
I think to actually set some foundations and actually blossom from this beautiful relationship that we've got. We started great. Relationships do have rocky parts, but it's nothing too big, I guess, to get over.
Just looking into your background, have you had many relationships?
This actually is my first relationship, but I have obviously dated in the past.
Can I just say
But
something?
yeah, this is my first.
I feel like this guy's not taking this serious. It's like, here we here, now us, really, like.
It's kind of funny that this guy said beautiful relationship and the girl giggled.
True.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
What the hell?
From my side, as at this point, I'm glad they have like some what's it called? They have a view on the relationship. Them coming here at least says they want to work on some things.
Mm-hmm.
The guy, he's kind of giving me a vibe of wanting the therapist to prove him right.
Okay.
Because he's the one who brought the thing and he's like very about it. So it kind of gives me the vibe of like I know this person would agree with me. Like it's
I also just feel like he's just trying to shut this girl up. Like, shut, we're gonna do your therapy and see. But like there's nothing.
But like he's the one who.
Yes, he did it because I want you to shut up because like.
Okay.
You keep saying we have issues. Let's say you keep saying we have issues. I don't see the issues, but you know what? It's fine.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah. So we kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah, we kind of saying the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because the way like. No man, like the moment you take a step and you say I want to go to therapy, like you look like you want to go to therapy.
Sure.
He does not give that vibe at all.
And the girl is more receptive to it than he looks.
Like if the tables were turned and we were saying this girl is the one who's just like therapy,
it would make so much sense. Yeah, it would make so much sense.
Because wow, okay.
Relationship and going strong a year.
And what about you, Jamel?
This is my 4th relationship. Hopefully it's my last one to be fair, so looking good.
Mostly things are going well then.
I mean, I feel like he's always late when it comes to something that we're doing. I don't feel like he respects my time. I don't think Jamel has ever been late to a client's Zoom meeting. But why is it when it's Deborah time, he's late?
Can I just ask a question? When you are going to be late, do you communicate that? Do you let him know?
No.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Okay, so the last time.
What do you think of this? The fact that like he would rather double, because I don't think he forgets that we have a date.
Sure. Okay. So right now this girl is in the lead. Honestly, she's looking like she has a case, right? But obviously, we go to someone. I'm telling them what's wrong with you, right? So I feel like this guy, he's been to therapy before. A part of me feels like he might have files.
Okay.
He might have things that he wants to address with this girl because he's the one who brought it up.
Oh, okay.
It kind of feels that way. But anyway, okay. So there's from what I'm seeing now, the girl is not feeling like this guy is like she feels like she's ready and available for him, but he's like too fresh for her type of thing. And honestly, he's not doing much to keep us off of that narrative. Like he's not doing enough to turn the narrative to be.
Because for me, it's more of his reactions, eh?
He's too like way too.
Like really, like everything is like.
Also,
like it's not an issue for him.
Also, the girl mentioned this is her first relationship. Right, first relationship. I think Gaia rates his 4th, or he's been in 4 before this, whatever. Right. This is either 4th or 5th for him. But remember, South Africa, dating is not a relationship.
Yes.
In South Africa, these two things are the same. Let's be real. With them, they have, from what I've seen, they have overseas across the board, not just the UK. Yeah. Across the board, they have like talking stages, which with extra steps, basically, right? So they have talking stages with extra steps, and they still consider it dating. Getting to okay, we're exclusive, we're doing this. That's relationship, right? So yeah, I guess that's the disconnect with them and us. But the girl has had like talking stages. that go somewhere but not enough to be considered
Committed
relationships.
and stuff,
Guy has been in multiple relationships. I also feel that's a thing because he might be feeling like you don't know how these things work. So
yeah.
But anyway, let's continue.
He told me 5 minutes before the time that he's going to be late. That's inappropriate.
Deborah just always complaining about me being late. Like, she just feels like she's been controlling. Like, she doesn't take consideration of my time, where I'm coming from, what I'm doing before. She just wants to set the time and expect me to get there. They ain't gonna run.
Me and Jamel argue all the time about his phone and social media. He's literally in love with social media. There's this new app called Clubhouse. I don't know if you've heard about it. This guy loves the app so much. I actually wish the app was not invented. I would call Jamel after a long day and we haven't spoken for a whole day, and he has Clubhouse in the background. Like, he'd literally call me on his MacBook so that he can have Clubhouse in the background, and then we'll have a separate conversation. Like,
This sounds like you.
Okay. Before we get to me, let's build context. Guys, Clubhouse is like it's a social media app that is basically just audio, right? So people create rooms. I don't know what they call them in Clubhouse. I just know of the app. I've never actually gone into it. People create rooms, and these rooms have topics, right? So people would be like, it's a group chat on audio, basically. You have people who go on stage, will be like the primary voice and blah 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 blah. So that's the whole thing. So the comparison with podcasts kind of makes sense. But yeah, coming to the thing, honestly, the girl is up 2-0 right now. Like girl is up, guy is not. And again, he's which is natural. He's fighting the like him being wrong. Like he's minimizing the effect of the things he does.
I wanted to say that he's not taking consideration of how this girl feels.
Sure.
So everything, because it's lied to him, he expects it to be lied to this girl. And honestly, if he was putting this little effort to the relationship, it would be a different story. Do you understand? So now it's like there's more things that are important than the relationship or being with this girl. Again,
another thing. It's easier. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's easier to give someone your time when you don't live together. Right? These two do not live together. This girl literally, she said she takes 20 minutes out of his day. But obviously it takes throughout the day, blah blah blah. I'm assuming, but yeah, man, who doesn't? Yeah. So obviously, but this time specifically that she wants to speak to him and whatnot, probably like 20 minutes, or maybe let's say she's minimizing for a point. Let's say 30 minutes. It's still like very low amount of time. There's nothing that urgent on Clubhouse where you could
like
I'm gonna miss.
Guys, really.
Even if I don't know if you can play things back on Clubhouse or it's just like one and done. Even if that's the case, like there's nothing.
Because at this point you're choosing, and it's pretty clear what you're choosing.
And look, I've been on Clubhouse. You call me or we talk on the phone. I continue to be on Clubhouse. We are done with the call. I continue to be on Clubhouse after that. So it's not looking good for boy.
It's not.
It's not looking good for boy. Let's go.
Hey, but it doesn't mean I always comment to him.
Regardless of the fact
Is Clubhouse important in your life?
Not more than Deborah.
No, I don't agree. Please answer that question honestly, please.
Is Clubhouse important in your life?
So Clubhouse
more than
is
Deborah.
less important than me?
No, you are more important than Clubhouse. She wants attention, I guess, so her being clingy here and there is cute, but she just needs to relax. I think she's getting a bit jealous.
Can you stop there? Let me ask you something. What? What is being clingy though? Like in a relationship? Because I've heard people say, I don't want someone who's clingy.
Here's the thing. I feel like people have different definitions of clingy. People have clingy just means you want more attention than I deem appropriate.
Okay.
So if I feel like the attention I should give you is this, and you want this, even if this is normal or whatever.
So
but
it's
because
never really about the clingy person. It's
about me.
I
feel like I should give you this much space in my life. but then you want this much. And I'm like, okay, no, that's way too much. The judgment of clingy comes from the other person. But it's purely based on that person's specific thoughts or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Another thing. It's kind of weird. This girl seems like a dramatic person, right? Seems like a dramatic person. But as Autiachao, as your guy, I should kind of be able to dissect. Right? I should kind of be able to say, okay, this is just drama for the sake of drama. This is real. This is but as Autiachao, and I guess they've been together. I don't know how long, but it seems like they've been together for quite some time. The way they speak seems like they've been together. So it's kind of weird.
And also another thing, I just don't like this idea of you are clingy. Like, why? Like, why can't your person show you affection? And like, why can't you accept the fact that this person's wants? Like, it's not taking anything away from you. What is it taking?
Me, I'm like, I also, okay, I think this goes back to the thing of people should be loved in the way that they recognize love.
Yeah.
But people are only generally prepared to give love in the way that they would want to receive it, right? So if attention is a big deal for you, like more than other things, attention is a thing in relationships, full stop. But like if it's a big deal for you more than other things, typically speaking, you will give me a lot of attention, but I won't pay attention to the fact that you like attention and give that back to you. So people love other people how they would want to be loved, but they're not taking hints from. Like I can't put my love language on you.
True.
So I think that's where
I guess that's where
this thing comes from.
Also communication comes, because like imagine spending 7 years with someone, you've been throwing yourself at this person and this person thinks you're just nagging them. Like,
sure. And yes, there's communication, but also the other party has to be attentive enough to be like, okay, she likes these things.
But the thing is, it's not up to you. It's not up to me as the clingy one. It's up to you. So
no,
if
like,
you don't recognize it, then like it's a different story.
Sure. You're clingy. I consider you clingy, right? I consider you clingy. Even if you were to tell me, look, this is important to me. You giving me attention is important to me, or not. It's also on me to be on the lookout and pay attention to things. To be like, okay, this one likes this thing. So if she likes this thing, let me give this thing to her. Like that's purely it. But you have to have the will for it. Like, hey, people love being.
Don't do that though.
People love being desired. So being able to say, hey, she's all on me. People feel like that's. People feel like it's a statement or whatever the fuck. Anyway, let's continue.
You actually spend together.
I think when we first started the relationship, we see each other quite often. Obviously, times have changed and shifted, and obviously our work schedules have gone busy. But now
Do you think you make time for me?
Yes, I do make time for you. As I said, like within reason, within our time schedules, obviously she doesn't mind. I've given her my rota. She knows when I'm busy and when I'm not. So
I love quality time, and you know that. And at the start of the relationship, that was what was happening. But obviously now there has been a shift, and that is what I don't like. I would message Jamel, and then he would message me back, and then I wouldn't respond in another 2 hours. And I know this guy's on his phone. Like, I literally saw him on Instagram. But because I had taken ages, because I was busy to message him, he would basically be matching my messages and take another 2 hours to message me. That is so childish. Is that not childish?
Sorry, I'm being childish.
Is that not
childish? Do you think this girl, like, pays too much attention or, like, make up things in her head? Like, this specific one. I know that is an issue, because if you know your person is always on their phone, like I know you're always on your phone. If you're not responding, I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, where are you? What are you doing? Yeah. But do you think this is real though? For them specifically, because if she says, I know he was on Instagram 15 minutes ago, like, you can literally put your phone down. I text you the moment you put your phone down.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. And again, the way this guy spoke just before this, talking about what he does, him being in different time zones and whatnot. He could like be randomly busy, like at any point. He could get whatever from wherever, right? So I'm not too convinced with this thing of her saying, no, he saw me reply late, so he's going to reply late too. Not fully convinced, but yeah.
But the way I've been getting this guy's vibe, I feel like he's that person.
Hopefully he's going to do something to show us. Because he really hasn't. Like, this guy has been like...
He's just like, so I'm childish.
Really? he's not doing... And yes, defend is a terrible word when it comes to these things. But he's not doing anything to bring his side of the story to
or
the
to
forefront.
make us believe differently.
Yeah, he's not doing anything to justify any part of her experience from him. So he's not doing much, honestly. Hopefully he turns the tide now. It's a thin hope, but okay.
You're assuming that I do that.
Oh wait, hold on. Did I not see you on Instagram earlier that day that I messaged you? I double texted you and said, sorry, did you not see my message? Did I not?
Yeah, so that means you're monitoring my Instagram.
No, that's not. What I'm trying to say is, you match my messages. It's very childish. Okay, cool. So why didn't you respond to me for 2 hours?
I'm busy with clients. I'm not on my phone.
No, because you said I have your timetable, and yes, I do.
Yeah.
You wasn't with a client at that time.
Yes, I was.
Okay. Like, it's ridiculous, so childish. Like, if Maxon's mum was doing something, he would just admit it's not that serious.
We're not going to do comparisons.
Maxon's boyfriend, we speak a lot, as you know. Wait, me and Maxon speak a lot, isn't it? Like, she told me that when she addresses the situation, he's able to acknowledge it and he just moves on. Do you get what I mean?
I couldn't care less about your friend's boyfriend, this and that.
Well, maybe you should chat to him a bit more.
How about this? Yeah, don't compare me. Like, I've had enough of your conversations with your friends, talking about our sex life, our family life, this. You need to stop now. Deborah does this thing that I actually hate. Like, she loves comparing me to other people, other guys. Like, no one likes getting compared to other people. Like, why would you do? I've had this conversation enough times. Honestly, it just needs to stop. It pisses me off so much. Like,
Is this...
You know what, yeah? You know what, bro? Guys, woo! This is... I see this happen a lot. Not in my personal life, no. But I see this happen a lot.
How do you know?
You're not coming to me telling me about Outia, whoever, or whatever. No, like, that's not a thing. It's not happening in my life, right? But I see this so many times. People have, and a part of me, well, not even a part of me, because the conversations I've had with other people, I think people do that with us too. People will say, this is couple goals, and then try to mirror what this couple is doing in their life. We're not showing you our fights. We're not showing you when one of us is being shady. We're not showing you when... Look, we could have beef, right? We could be beefing. And you come into the house and you wouldn't know.
You could be doing this video and it's like... After hearing
things could be going left. But it's not your dog that's Gaela, you.
But what I feel is that I feel like sometimes there's a level of frustration. Like, I feel like this girl is frustrated from this guy.
Sure.
And hence, like, the moment you see a couple that you think is perfect, or even though they're not perfect, but based on the problems or the things that you guys are going through, when you look at the other couple, it's like, you know, like, this is the picture. Why can't I get this? And you find yourself talking about all of these things, like, this guy does this and that and that and that. I feel like it's frustration, honestly. It's not necessarily I want to change you to be this person, but it's more of like, why is it so difficult for you to
But
the
more look, you can talk about a thing, a concept or an idea or a principle, right? You can talk about that individually or independently of people. If you tell me, look, I hate that Hagelwana, you just go quiet. Don't come to me and say, don't tell me that.
Yeah, no,
tell me the thing, the point. Because if you're going to tell me, okay, we continue. We continue. We continue. After a while, foot take tab. Oh, so now it's
Yeah, this is an issue.
the moment you speak of someone, block out. Whatever you say after that does not matter. And already we're talking about someone who's already like, and then you're gonna say something that's obviously a trigger to him. He's specified or he's mad. So like that is it. So far, it's 3-1. So far.
Oh, okay. So this guy got a 1. Fine.
This is a point for him. I take his side for this.
Quite an influential person in your life. Do they influence you? This friend?
Yeah, Max is my best friend, so we speak a lot about our relationship. I'm an open person. Like I'm happy to speak about our sex life. I'm happy to speak about things that we do. Like I'm happy.
And how does that make you feel knowing that she's talking to this friend of hers?
It just sounds like my girlfriend's a chatty patty. I don't like girls that just be speaking too much. Like
Problem. The fact that you are open. Be open about the things about you. The fact that you are open.
You don't want
talk
to be
about
there, like,
No, don't look. If you are open, talk about how the other day you had a pain here. Or the other day you were outside of Goa. Talk about those things. Don't talk about no. Like that's no, that's not. Look, be open about things that are about you. As soon as it affects someone else, and I had to learn this because before I wasn't able to separate between what is sensitive for someone and what isn't, right? And again, it's a side effect of not feeling like I'm like at a high place in people's lives. So at some point I started feeling like if you cannot tell me, then so I didn't value my place in people's lives and whatnot. So because of that, I was free with what people would tell me. I had to learn to be like, okay, no. If someone is telling you this is sensitive, this is not sensitive. But first it had to be like, okay, I had to talk to my friends and be like, look, please tell me what is sensitive. But in learning, and then after some time went on, and then okay, this is too sensitive. Of course, I'm not talking about like extreme things, but like there are things you would tell me that we could laugh about that seem light, but you don't want other people to know. So it doesn't have to be like heavy. Like this guy's thing is heavy, but still, like people's things are people's things. I choose what I deem private. If you don't think,
and we once had a video. I don't remember which video. That was, do you remember? We had a video where we were discussing Velo, and one of the points was we don't have to talk about everything between me and you.
Yeah.
Because there could be situation that my sister is going through.
Sure.
Like it's none of your business.
Sure.
It doesn't affect our relationship,
Yes.
so therefore you don't have to know about that.
Mm.
So we just need to learn to, if something does not, like if it has nothing to do with the other party, you don't have to discuss it, like discuss your own news, just like you say.
Yes.
But I've seen a lot, people do actually share about their relationships.
They do.
And people have made, I don't know with guys, but girls have made it like cool to talk about what is happening in their relationships. And it's just off, like, why?
It's kind of weird.
Like,
and
how
here's
do I
the
look
thing.
at your boyfriend the next
Exactly,
day?
that's what I was getting at. Like, these people know each other. Like today maybe I did something trash that I myself am not proud of, right? Say whatever, like I did something.
But please don't hide abusers, please.
No.
Do not hide abusers.
We're not
Those
going
ones
there.
need to be shamed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Name and shame.
Next
yes.
time I meet that boyfriend, he must feel ashamed of himself.
Yes.
Because I'm looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sure.
What are you doing?
So say I decided to do something shady, man, like or maybe it isn't really fake, like something light, ne? That I'm not proud of. So I'm gonna I'm doing something shady. You go and tell Duelo, right? Duelo comes back and is like, now Duelo must adjust, must like balance how she actually sees me and what she wants to put out there. Now the responsibility is on her to like act accordingly. So you've burdened
it's also a burden to the other person.
Yeah,
like,
so
no.
guys, you can be as open as you want about things that involve you.
That is okay.
If here's a terrible example. Say one day you are with your person and your person couldn't get it up. Between you guys, the person
like, woo, friend.
Exactly. So between you as a couple, you have an understanding, obviously. You might even laugh about it.
Wait, let me ask you something. Do you think this conversation is the same if you have like flings or like you're not in a committed relationship? Like you are, like it's just.
I feel like it could be you have a little bit more leeway with flings because your these people come and go. The relationship is not as well, like your friends. You could even go through everything without your friends ever knowing. You could even tell the story without specifying who it is.
Okay.
So there's a little bit more space for you to do these things. So now, Twelo comes through and is looking at Kutlano like, because Kutlano couldn't. So between the two of you, you could be telling her about your experience, but you're telling her about me. This is so if you're open, be open about your own issues. Don't add other people.
An issue with telling my best friend about my relationship. Like, it's what girls do. It's what we do. It's how we like to communicate. We like to share with our besties. Like, Mansa likes to hear my stories and I like to hear hers. I think Jamel probably has an issue with it because he's not acting right. If he was doing the most now, he knew that I was happy with his behaviour, then maybe he wouldn't mind me telling Mansa.
It's interesting to see
Trash point, by the way.
in the way that you both react. Can you see that you're reacting to each other?
Yeah, it's like every time I say something, he always has a rebuttal. Like, you never acknowledge what you do. You're late, you're childish, you take 2 hours to respond to my messages, and you have an issue with the conversation that I have with my friends.
How would you like him to change in the way that he deals with you? What would you like to see different?
Okay, I would like for Jamel to actually listen to me when I speak, for one. I would like you to take accountability and try and fix the things that I point out, because it's small things, it's very tiny, and I feel like we could move past it if you just accept the fact that sometimes you can be childish, yeah, and sometimes you're late. That's it.
Is there anything that you would respond to with regards
Most
to
certainly,
Deborah?
I feel like just do not compare me. Like, no one likes being compared. How would you like if I compared you to one of my best friends?
Well, if you were behaving, then maybe I wouldn't be comparing you to other people.
Are you my mum?
There's things that you do that I don't like, and I just want to seek advice from my friends. And when she told me what her boyfriend's doing, is even raising the bar even higher, because you can do that too.
So your friend has a boyfriend that you compare. Do you compare?
We're of the same age range. Her boyfriend is about his age as well. There's certain things that he's doing for her, like taking her out weekly, buying her gifts, all these sort of things. I'm gonna look at my relationship as well and evaluate it. That's just it. And I'm just bringing it to Jamel, and hopefully he can work on it. Not that. What I really like about Mansa's boyfriend is that he's proactive. He doesn't have to be told what to do. If Mansa wants gifts, if Mansa wants a meal, he's already on it before she has to say. And Jamel really needs to take a leaf out of his book. So at the start of the relationship, me and Jamel went on so many dates. He was treating me like a princess. We were going out on dates, he was buying me gifts. We were spending a lot of quality time together. But now, Jamel is the complete opposite. He's completely fallen off, and it's like he doesn't care.
Like, Deborah's love language is a bit confusing sometimes. Like, me personally, I think it's wishy-washy. Like, 1 minute it's giving gifts, next minute it's quality time. Like, I understand it can be both of them at the same time, but
You said it must
one
just be
thing is
one
always
thing.
outweighing the other. I don't mind it, but I'd rather go towards the quality time right now, obviously because of my personal things I'm doing.
Ooh, okay. I picked up something there, ne? I feel like this is a lot of girls' problem, right?
Yeah.
Like, once you're in a relationship, there's this gap, ne? That I don't know what happens when you further into the relationship, but there's this gap whereby, like, you feel like this guy is no longer the same. Like, you're no longer doing the things that you used to do. It's like you are used to being in this relationship, so it's just like whatever, like you don't put effort. And I feel like this is the girl's problem, even though I don't condone the fact that we're comparing. But this shows how there's this gap in this relationship, because if we're not saying do it as often, we're not saying every week, but if there's this attempt and this effort that you see, it's hard for you to pick up these things from other people, because obviously you know your person's pockets. That's one, right? So you comparing to the next couple who you don't even know how they make money or whatever, it's impractical. But if you buy a gift, I don't know what, twice a week, that's an example. If you buy that gift twice a week, whereas the next couple, they buy a gift every day, I won't pick it up, because there's an attempt. You are trying, you are doing it. But the moment there's nothing, I want to see everything from the other couple. I'm just like, why am I here?
Here's the thing, then. Here's the thing. Also, I have, okay, I'll get to that. Once you are, the beginning and the middle of a very long relationship are very different, right? In the beginning, things happen much easier, things happen much quicker and whatnot. I don't think, I think it's human nature for things to kind of slow down the deeper you get into a relationship. I don't think it replaces effort, but I do think things are spread out more. Whereas I could buy you, like this girl saying, a gift every week. And a gift could be anything. But it happening every week when you've been together for 10 years, I don't see happening. I'm not saying that's why. Because life gets in the way. Now, like in the beginning, you live your life, each one lives their life, right? But when you guys come together, it's like this thing that you're building for with each other. The deeper you go into a relationship, the more your lives merge, right? Things are fun in the beginning because when we see each other, it's a conscious effort to make it fun. But now when we see each other every day, we wake up next to each other and whatnot, and we tackle life's issues together,
things are getting boring.
No, not really. There's more to the relationship now.
There's more, but there's more stress than fun, right? Yes. So don't you think, and that stress, that little thing that you add onto the relationship can actually have an impact? Because
sure, but
now we are dealing with a lot, and it's just like yes. Now you're weighing, why am I here? Like, I don't like this route.
Fine.
But once you at least, like, that day, just do something, add something. Don't honestly, I don't like this thing. We are now together for a long time. Our lives are busy. Like, I don't like, because it feels like an excuse.
Would you, is it possible in any way that same stress, we agree that the stress exists. Right? Is it possible that that same stress could have an effect on my gift giving? Is it possible?
Repeat that.
My frequency of gift giving, my gift giving in totality, right? I'm not saying it cancels it out, but is it possible that it could have an effect on it?
The stress?
Yeah.
I think it is possible.
That's what I'm saying. That's my entire point.
It is possible.
That's my entire point.
But, so I guess at this point it's a matter of communication, because
yes,
you wouldn't know,
yes.
I wouldn't know, and we just have to communicate in the whole, like.
And again, we are, I feel like we're having these examples gotten you based on what they're saying.
Yes.
It does not excuse the other person, right? It's a two-way
thing. Yes, that's
not
true.
And it's a popular thing for girls like gifts, so give her a gift or whatever, right? But also the other party has to be like my reward can't just be having you. Like no, but
let's be honest though. I agree with what you're saying. Please, can we close? This is too long, right? But what I feel is that generally girls just have love. I feel like guys need more. Guys constantly needs to put more effort, and they need a reminder, so to say, because I feel like guys allow the things that are happening around. Why are you looking at me like
I'm listening.
the things that are happening around, including stress, to get into the way. And me as a girl, I don't understand, because I just feel like if you're not doing these things anymore, then it means there's a change in you. There's a change in how this relationship is.
There's a change in how I view you.
Yeah, there's a change in how you, view, feel, whatever, me. So I feel like for girls, you won't have such an issue with a girl. If that girl is in that relationship for you, you won't have an issue whereby you will say, I feel like you don't do this anymore. I feel like you don't, like, the investment in a relationship for girls is more natural than it is for guys.
We'll have that conversation. This can go on forever.
Jenny, you disagree?
I do. I really do. But yeah, we'll have this
Please
conversation.
let us know what you think, guys, because I feel like that's the thing.
Sure. No, I have my own thoughts. I have my own thoughts that will turn this into another video. But yeah, guys, thank you for being with us this far. If you're still like watching, props to you. Shout out, special shout out to you. Also, let us know in the comment section if you got this shout out, so that we can.
Yeah, please let us know so that we see you.
Yes. Anyway, so yeah, guys, thank you for being with us this far, and we'll link the original video in the description, and let us know what you think in the comment section, what you would like us to react to and talk about in future videos as well. We will be doing more of these, specifically this blue therapy thing, and more videos. This format we will be carrying on with it. But I think
don't forget to like our page @_hangout with us.
Yes,
please.
Please follow us. We have more content on there, and we are going to be pumping content there as well. Thank you for being with us, and we are now out. Peace.